So this shall be my new daily gist. This is the first one. So the thing is, I'm gonna create a simple website, static website, one page with about this. It's a vinyl record, Granata, and I'm gonna use these two images. And first, as you can see, I did it with a smartphone and they're not completely square, so I need to cut this thing here out and rotate it, as well as this one. So first I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use GIMP. Alright, that was done. So I have just took this image, modified it a bit, and now we have this. This can be now embedded into a website. Well, there is also something not seen to the eye at first, and we have to check the properties. So this unmodified image has 8.5 megabytes. This is really big. I helped myself with this talk by Idlewars, aka Matej Tsiglowski, and here he basically says that Master and Margarita is 8 kilobytes. You know, the book is 800 kilobytes. The book Master and Margarita is 8 kilobytes, while this image is 8.5 megabytes. That's at least, I don't know, I'm not that good in, I think it's at least like 11 or 12 novels of Master and Margarita of data in this image, which is really a lot. I mean, even Crime and Punishment, the whole book, is less than 1.2 megabytes, you know, and our image is 8.5 megabytes. So that was before, and now, while I modified it, it's only 682 kilobytes. That is less than Master and Margarita. Still kind of high, but since we're doing a website about vinyl, how they're called, vinyl plates, yeah, like the analog vinyl plates, we want some nice imagery. You know, here is not a really nice border cut up, but you know, people that like vinyls will also like this, because the point is not it to be like precise and really like square, you know. It is good that it's like a little worn off, you know. That's one of the reasons why people like this kind of stuff. Oh my god, I closed it accidentally. Alright, got it back again. So I have helped myself with this nice official guide, which shows you how to change the size of an image, how to change the file size, how to crop an image, and how to rotate and flip an image. So I'm gonna show it on this one how it's done. First we open it with GIMP, then we use the crop tool and just select what we want to retain. Here I'm looking for the same margin down here as here on the side, so I guess this is done. Then we go to rotate tool and we rotate it. It's around minus 90 degrees. We want to get that really punktlich. Fuck yeah, German have the word punktlich. I don't know how is it really spot on, if you know what I'm saying. Because they say over here in the guide which is a really interesting remark. It says, don't misinterpret this like the fact that you can choose degrees. Don't misinterpret that to mean GIMP cannot do arbitrary rotations. Okay, I didn't realize this cannot before, so it can, you can do it in any angle. So we rotated it, now it's cropped and rotated, now we just need to save it appropriately. So we're gonna export as, we're gonna call it the web friendly back, and we're gonna call it a JPEG. Now I'm not really pro or even that much knowledgeable in image formats, but it says here, check it out in the guide, it says JPEG is a lossy compression algorithm, meaning that when saving files you will sacrifice some image quality to gain smaller file size. And that's fine with us, because now it's like, wow, like megabytes of difference. So do it to JPEG, and here we want to use the show preview. Look at it, now file size is 2.4, and if we lower the quality just up to 70%, for example, the new file size is 590 kilobytes. That's a good thing, even, and especially if you notice that the actual quality doesn't change, that I mean the relative quality to the eye doesn't change really a bit. I don't see really a difference, you may not also, but just to show you how it looks like, we can go to like 0 quality, it looks like so, and even that, like it needs to render. So over here is already an acceptable level of quality at 26%. Well, we still do this for the images, so we do it at 70 to not lose that much. We wanna not save EXIF data, that tells basically where the image was made and stuff like that. XMP, I don't know what is it, but whatever, we don't need that. And I guess, well, let's optimize it and just export it. So now we have web friendly back, look at it, really nice. And its size, we got it to 579 kilobytes from 6.4 megabytes, which is really dope if you ask me. So now that we got images in order, we can close the GIMP. I'm gonna do a prototype of a website in Figma. Alrighty then, so I fired up my Figma program over here, and I got this untitled project. I don't know how to title it. Whatever. So I don't know what this 11% means. It's a zoom in. Okay, it's like the size. So yeah, now you see basically that it is pretty zoomed out. You know, if we do it 100%, this is how it is. It's like really large. And what are these white panels? Are different devices. Here you see iPad, MacBook, desktop, iPhone, Google Pixel, Android, and iPhone SE. So Figma has this, it's called frames. Their names are arbitrary, which means they can be anything. arbitrary means whatever you wish, like this can be now it's well, I still want the names of the devices though, although it's not that important. So we're gonna make a prototype for our website, and of course website is not one. I'm gonna make a prototype for desktop devices, for tablet devices, and for smartphones. First we're gonna do smartphones, then tablets, then desktops. That's called mobile first type of development. And we're gonna go basically from smallest to the largest. Alright, so I've got this image into a prototype tool, and I started doing it, and then I thought, what am I even trying to do? I got a different search of creative ideas, etc. So I said, I need to write that something somewhere down. So open this text file, which will help us. Damn. So I was like, oh, so many things can... Oh, can I drag it? It seems like I cannot drag it. Right. Oh, we got ideas, like I got immediately an idea of something like, I don't know, Google Apple Play, Google/Apple Play thing, which basically in my, what do I mean with that, is basically just image of album, list of songs, what else, certain color palette, depends on the album, but of course here we see some kind of pasty white, like pasty. I hope that's a actual color. Whatever, pasty. And I also see some kind of, oh, by the way, I have my screen is a little bit orange. Yes, alright, this is normal. Alright, I can see clearly now. This is, yeah, kind of a pasty beige, and also blue, because Rocco is in front of an ocean. Ocean blue, we got ocean blue, and we got this big yellow letters that I really like. Check them out. These yellow orange letters, but on the back we also have like this just red letters, etc. But the blue is kind of present and kind of a orangey, like this kind of color, like yeah, it's with his face, ocean blue, so we can say orange, etc. Yeah, orange and a little bit of brown, and also some red, although I feel like this red is kind of out of place. But yeah, let's not get too much involved with these colors. So certain color palette, and basically that's it. Then another idea which is kind of actually similar with this Google Play thing, that that front image of album is rotated, you know, so basically this then rotates into this and then back into this. But right now when I'm speaking aloud of it, I think that wouldn't be so good for me because it is, as you can see, as we have already mentioned, this image is not exactly perfectly cut. So maybe we want to have the website reminding us of the table, and kind of that these things have the effect of being on a table, if you know what I'm saying. So we could say vinyl album case lies on a table, and here we say I'd be like that. First front image, then after that something written, for example, my opinion, maybe a story, how I got it. What else? How do I feel when I listen to it? What else? Most favorite, least favor, or not like it's so like thoughts about specific songs. Why specific? Because oh, that song is this song is that kind of format. And of course somewhere in the text also back image of the back, and that would be a solid thing actually. I have this cake right here, it's a bit frozen, so yeah, this is kind of the creative process. I also have this separate idea, but what's coming handy over here is a spinning plate in a corner, preferably up left. Now this is for you probably not understandable, for me it is. And just a note on this, like ideas, I know that like how do this look, this is not like self-contained anything. I can like do this, but take for example this from here over there, you know, and just like kind of my imperfect way of translating my thoughts to something external. So is there like another idea? Do I get another idea? I had this like I tried to, while listening to the gramophone, I tried to like repeat some parts of the song, like teaching. So you could say repeatable parts of the song. Another idea is note of all the damage on the record, you know, maybe like scratches and stuff like that. Oh, and like also part of the record, like actual record, because it can be black vinyl. I've also had different colors of record plates, like blue, etc., gold, white, everything. So also image of the plate itself, and that circle in the middle of it, that would also be interesting to look at it. So what else? Maybe the story of album, where like just basically where was it made, etc. Now yes, and I'm thinking, wow, this would be so, this would be working as a web developer, but also so much more like content creator. Right now I'm basically a designer, you know. So I think those are solid ideas, and we can draw on this to create a nice template, I mean prototype. Right, so some time has passed. I've been struggling quite a bit to tell the truth, but I have made a prototype. So I first did prototype for mobile, then tablet, then desktop computer, and the thing with this thing is called mobile first. It's just a approach. So let's see, 100%, this is the size you see or on the telephone. So of course this needs to be scrolled down to get to, but is this like text? Down is the bottom, it's the back image, and this is the front image. Now the front image has this little bit of margin around, you know, etc., and this is just fully in. Also here, also here, also here. This is the tablet, and finally the desktop version. Now the thing is here with mobile first is that like we get some stuff that shall not be visible on the computer. I mean that shall not be visible, that would be visible on the computer. And namely in this project is this like the information on the plate, you know, because here on the computer sized you see that you get more actually with more intelligible image and stuff like that. Of course here any person on the phone can zoom in, but we're not talking about that. So those are the prototypes, and I kind of struggled a bit, you know. I always think about how this is not really what I am planning to do and stuff like that, and I guess it's not really that well made. But yeah, I did it anyhow, so now we start to code it, put it into code. Alright, so now I got the HTML written down, first image, first through the third paragraph, the final image, and that's it. Do we need anything else? I think not. So it looks like this now. And yes, I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, I think we could make that images a little bit smaller and save some more um, on the kilobytes. And I say, well, you're right, I'll do that. Now, as you can see, the first image is smaller than the second one. I'm kind of reluctant to say is it small enough. Well, I don't have the big screen, so I cannot compare it on the big screen. I only have this laptop screen that I'm looking at, but I'll still make it smaller a bit. I'll still make it smaller a bit, both of them. Alright, so this is smaller and this is also smaller. I won't do it smaller than this. And now it's time to basically do all the CSS, which I think is the hardest part. Yes, let's do it. First, it shall be done for mobile, and I didn't really get like a better idea or a better information to do it than to just turn on this. Okay, let's see what we are looking at. Right now it's set as responsive, so this iPhone SE. Alright, we have manipulated the size of it, but if we do a new one, or just check it out over here, 320568. 320568. Say the 320 and 568. That's basically what we're working at with right now. Alright, so let me document some of the first of those CSS attempts. We go to the style, you do IMG, you do maximum width is 100% of the image. So, well, that doesn't look so bad, does it? That pretty, oh my god, that pretty much looks like this. Only that here we got this margin and here we don't, and the background and this specific font. So let us check out damn, what am I selecting? This background color. We gotta select the edge or the body, I think, rather the body background color. We do that. Of course, we do the hashtag. Now I just have to make this uniform. So this one has a margin and this one hasn't. So let's see what kind of margin. Oh, of body. All right. All right. So what I'm thinking is the body's margin is right now how much? 8 pixels, I guess. 8 pixels. And over here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it looks a little bit more. So what I want to do is to say margin and call it, let's say, I don't know, 1 v min. What is v min? Well, It's oops, it's a dynamic value, and I guess we want about 3 of them, which is still not that much. So what's with this thing over here? Oh, we don't need this anymore. Maybe just do 5. Wow. What's going on here? Why is here more than there? I don't get this one. So this is HTML and that's not HTML. What the heck? Yeah, like weird stuff start to happen, you know, and I'm like, what the heck, man? And that's why I think this seems so hard, because of some kind of arbitrary. Look, now it's back and now it's all fine. Yo, what the heck, man? I guess I gotta do like, I don't know, 7 of them. Or maybe these 2 values clash, margin and max width. Alright, so check out what I've conjured. Check this out. So we are at 320. And that is basically what we want. We have. The only, like, this thing kind of weirds me out. Never could have been here, etc. And it kind of doesn't work. But other than that, it's cool. So positioning only this paragraph thing is weird. And also here I made like literally a paragraphs. There are no paragraphs here. So alright, so basic layout, I'm talking about basic layout now. Or just let's fix those stuff now. Yeah, that was handled pretty quickly. So we got the proper font, we got the indentation. It's a little bit smaller than here at Figma, but that's how I want it. Remember, Figma is just a prototype, not a rule. So we got it exactly as we want it. Let's check these iPhone measures. We got 414 for the width. 414. And that's pretty much exactly what we want. So next one's a bit tougher though. It's iPad mini, but still the same, because only here the layout changes, see? In the computer the layout changes, but up until the computer the layout doesn't change. So I think that this shall also pass our audit. Check it out. So we got this Granata image and this and that, and it's 1552. 52 is the real height. So yes, that's what we work with. Now the bigger the thing is that we work with iPad Pro. Now check this out. I think that shall, like, this is a quite simple web page and we have that. I'm looking at this over here, and I guess we need to get some distancing. And over here, yeah, it's a kind of a bigger margin, you know. But I'm gonna let it slide because, you know, it would be just empty without it. But I want some more space around here. So we do the media query. And we do it max width. Oh, we need it like that. Max width is that. Let's see if we need it also before this one. Well, let's say at 1000 pixels. Let's just test it out. You gotta test this sneaky CSS. So we just take a body. Fuck man, we take a body and say background color black. Alright. Oh, this doesn't work. It should work, but it doesn't. It's kinda nasty. Maybe this needs to be min. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. And if it is less than 1000, it's alright. Alright, so we just take, what do we take? We take P. Well, at this point we would probably need to segregate these things, so I guess we just take the first image and say margin bottom and set that what kind of units should we use. I say those vmin, you know. Should we that vmin, or maybe a little bit more actually, maybe 20. Let's check out it. Oh, because it's not. Ooh, wow, yeah, that's too much. All right, that's still a little bit over the top. Let's try with 8. That's kinky. Well, that's just doesn't seem to make a difference. All right, let's do it with 3. And also take the last one, take the top, the same margin. See, now we got some nice margin over there. So that's that. And now we got the desktop thing. Desktop thing will basically test it against this. And here, like, first of all, it would be alright, but here I get this weird overflow. I don't know why. Why do I get this overflow? Minus something. I bet it's because of this image, but because I guess it's just too big, and probably this is because of this scroll bar. This is so frustrating when the scroll bar, let's talk. All right. So now I got this stupid thing where if you check this out, if you go to a little smaller, yeah, first of all, what are those? You know, what are those? At the bottom, like, then this like weird fucking shit starts to happen, like always when I'm doing CSS. Oh my god, look, yeah, it's how we want it. It's how we want it, of course. Here we get 1,000, and we get this side scroll bar, and we get even more, and all of a sudden this like side thing over here at some point just jumps out. It's at 120. Just jumps out. Oh, because body has a new margin. Okay. Oh, because oh my god. Okay. Body has margin, so the last image needs to have the properly adjusted thing is, or let's just like copy all of it and then go over here, over now, and just change, like, oh my god. When I do it out loud it makes sense. Alright, except maximum width shouldn't be 100, because I guess now we are counting on having the full screen with the scroll bar, and we need to account for it. So now we do activate this display flags. We're gonna do it with flags box, and now it looks like this. So now we just have to center the text in there. Alright, so I got that flags box working. Check it out. It's pretty much as you want it to be. Maybe add that margin, one more point, one more unit. So now if you go from, that's just weird, well, we are over here. The first one is 320, so that's that. And this is, I think, the cat is begging for food, or rather not begging, demanding. This iPhone SE should be 568. 568. Alright. And this is kind of exactly as we want it. You can also go to Chromium and turn up that thing 320 to what, 568 98. Doesn't make a difference. So yeah, looks nice, feels nice. Let's test it for one bigger iPhone. Oh shit. I did it for iPhone 11 414. Alright, and the 414 still looks nice. And what is the new iPhone 11? 896. It's 896. 896. 896. Alright, that's dope. and it's exactly as we want it to be. Nice one. Alright. Got a little weird HTML down there. I guess, yeah, you see that? It's a little bit of that background color we got there going on. I don't know how to fix, man. So let's check it further. This one, iPad mini 1. It's this one, right? Yeah. 768 1024. One zero two four. Well, that looks alright, as it should be. And this also looks right, as it should be. Alright, let's check this. Fuck me. Oh, damn, that's profanity. What's a profanity? Of course, man, of course. iPad Pro, this one. So now the height becomes width 1366. One three six six. One three six six. Alright, so this is bigger. We got this action going on, but that's alright. That's how we want it. I love this chromium action going on. That's how we see it in the tablet. Of course, it's bigger in reality. Okay, so now let's check out those big boys. Oh yeah, this is not actually the right height. I forgot. Oh no, we actually did the right height. Fuck, man. Alright, so now the desktop MacBook Pro 1140 times 900. This is just a bit over the current viewport, and we go down and see everything. That's beautiful. $100. That's beautiful. How we want it. And then desktop 1 is 1440 1020. So that's just the difference in this. Arguably you could say it's prettier, but whatever. So yeah, that's it. Everything is fine, everything is dope. So now I basically just deployed to GitHub pages. Alright, so now if you go to huming.github.io/Granata, you get this live deployed site. It's really nice, really dope. And all that git commit, git push and stuff like that. Here it happens that we get scroll bar and stuff like that, but that I think never happens, although people do look at sites like this. Well, we did our purpose. At least now I learned about the frustrating scroll bar. I knew that before, but I hope now to make my knowledge a little bit more from day to day, if you know what I'm saying, to be a little bit more in my mind. So that's it. So thank you for watching. That was my daily exercise. Hope you have a good one. Bye.